Alright, hopefully everything's good. Alright, everything is sounding pretty good. Audio should be good. And I'm just hoping for this live stream that my internet doesn't, fluctuate in between, full strength and half strength. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Malin. Welcome to part 5 of the Arizona Cardinals rebuild. And we are at a point in this rebuild that I did not think we would get to this quickly. You see it. We are in the playoffs. And not only are we in the playoffs, but we won the NFC West division. Definitely had a lot to do with our final win against the Falcons, 48-21. I did play that game at the end of the last live stream because I figured, hey, if I play that game, if we win, we're in the playoffs. If I lose, we're on the outside looking in, most likely. But we're in the wild card round. We may have a worse record than the team we're about to face in the Bucs. On paper, they're just better than us. They got a 99 overall Nick Chubb. But I have confidence in this team that we can shock the world and we can beat them in an upset because we're playing at home. We got them at State Farm Stadium. Let's play the moments. Let's get this wild card win. And I'm going to try to do something that I couldn't do in the Texans rebuild in the last Madden, or really outside of the Browns, any other Madden franchise outside of the Cowboys. And that's win a Super Bowl with the team. Now, I may be getting ahead of myself a little bit, probably a lot, but I did not expect us to be in the playoffs. We had a better year this season. Justin Fields is the new quarterback, and I think that really paid off. Kyler Murray was not getting any better through the first 2 years of progression, in my opinion. Now, the first year we weren't able to use him, but throughout the entire second year that he was that he was a full go for the season, he didn't do well, despite the fact that we had guys like Odell Beckham Jr., Hollywood Brown, a good tight end in Zach Ertz. Didn't matter. The weapons, it didn't matter because he continued to regress as our starting quarterback. And he was also locked up in a big contract, so, hey, we just had to move on. And we traded him, and we're able to get our new middle linebacker, who's a starter. So that's been big for us. So now, John Gannon, regardless of the outcome of this game, Gannon's job is safe, because if we didn't make the playoffs this season and we were just as bad as we were the previous year, Gannon was likely going to be on the chopping block. But since we're in the playoffs and we won the division in the third year that he's been here, that's progress. That is huge progress. But can we advance in the playoffs? That's another question we got to answer here today. We're going up against a very good Buccaneer team. We got them in a 3rd down and 9. Let's see if we can get off the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Get him. Sack him. Let's go. And we get the sack. A big sack. Nice job by Chop Robinson, our first-round pick from last year out of Penn State. He gets the sack way back. And that'll force him a field goal. Sorry, guys. But we're down early. The Bucs came back, and here they are knocking on the door again. We're down by 10 points early in this game. Oh no. Oh, man. Chubb just... Was that Chubb? I don't know.
Rashad White.
No, it was Rashad White. And we're down 17-0 very quickly. Finally, we're on offense. It looks like we have a decent drive going, but we got to get this first down. We may go for it if we don't get it. We're already down 17 points at home in this playoff game. Oh, man, and we don't even get close. Okay, well, you know what? It's still early. Maybe we should just go ahead and take the points. All right, well, let's just go ahead and kick the field goal.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
And,
from the right hash, it's a 41-yard
at least get on the board.
And his kick
our kicker comes through. We're on the board, but we're still down 14 early. This is so far not looking good for our first playoff game. All right, I'm sure we're back on defense. Nope, we actually managed to stop them. So here we are on offense. We got a first down and 10. Let's find a way to get this first.
Still in the first half, they've got to turn things around quickly.
Nice job on the halfback angle play. He's got a first down, but let's keep it going. I want to go hurry up here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Flush to his right.
Just run it, Fields. Just run it. Get that block. There we go. Out of bounds. Save some time off the clock. Nice job. Let's go. We got to get down this field quick. Got 127 to do it, but we have all 3 timeouts. I just got to be smart with the football here.
Here's Fields.
And that was not being smart. Timeout.
Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here.
That was a bad idea on my part. I just got a little antsy and I didn't know where to go with the
come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Aguilar, there we go. He caught that one.
And taking it across.
Despite the fact that Eagles fans said he couldn't catch, well, he's catching the ball now.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Fields. They'll roll him out right.
I don't care. We're going to abuse Fields. He's got that running speed. We're going to use it. We're now less than a minute first half. We got to get downfield quickly. I don't want to settle for 3. I want to get 7.
Now Fields sliding out of the pocket.
Come on. Oh man, he didn't get out of bounds. Didn't know he did. We got to burn another time. We got to burn another time now.
Their second. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first.
Actually, he got the first down. Okay. Well, then again, I forgot that Fields had a nice run. So that helps. Let's do it again.
Go out of bounds in the red zone just inside
the good thing is that with all of these runs that I'm doing with him, I'm getting out of bounds and trying to preserve that final timeout that we have.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you got to hit him, Fields. That was probably my fault. I don't think I should have rolled out like that. That hurt the accuracy on that pass a little bit.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
Come on, Aguilar. All right, get out of bounds though. There you go. First down, but we're out of bounds. Preserving that final timeout. That's what I want.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to
By the way, we still have Odell Beckham Jr., but he's out for the year.
Escaping the pressure.
Come on, catch that in the corner.
And that will be caught, but out
he couldn't get both feet in.
Judge, it's ruled incomplete.
Oh, that was close.
Nothing on
almost
first
had
down,
it.
So the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Fields.
McBride's not going to get anything in that pass.
In by McBride.
We got to
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right.
Oh, my God, and I just wasted that. We didn't even get I goofed so bad on that drive. That was completely my fault.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the
we get the ball to start the second half. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. That's huge. We got to get down this field and score. We can't not get points here. That was my own fault because I should have just taken the field goal and taken the points, but I wanted to be greedy. We're still on offense. It's 3rd and 1. I'm going to be smart about this. I just want to get the first. Keep the drive moving. Still early.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
You got it. Okay, good. 3rd down and 6.
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th.
Oh my goodness.
Flushed out right.
Please catch that. Go.
That is
touchdown, Valdez-Scantling. Let's go. All right. Now we're back in it. Big touchdown right there. He was wide open. Found him on the slant. He got it. But Tampa Bay scored immediately, and they scored again. We're down by 21 points in the 4th quarter.
Forced to go for it.
It's the start of the 4th. We have 8 minutes left.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Able to find the
Brown.
Man. That's
break that. Run. Go. Touchdown, Marquise Brown. All right. Well, that was a quick 6 that we needed, but we got to get stops on defense, and I don't know if our defense can hold up. Okay, they were able to on that possession, but we got less than 5 minutes, but we need 2 touchdowns, not just 1.
On 4th down, Fields eluding the pressure right.
Come on, just go.
And he'll have this pass.
And that was 4th down too. I actually didn't even realize that. So we needed that. All right, we're in another 4th down situation.
Now we drop you into an intriguing situation. The offense going for it on 4th and 2.
Oh, my goodness.
They snap it to Fields. Rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his
Caught it. All right, let's go.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So back to live action. Offense in a little bit of a hole. Now can they dig themselves out? Down big on the scoreboard. They need something here.
Catch that. Oh, Scantling almost got it. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Just go. Just go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just called the wrong play.
Penny.
Touchdown, Penny. Okay, all right. Well, that was a quick score. How much time's left? Okay, well, it's first and 10. We got to get off this field. We got to get off.
They need a stop. They need a quick stop. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh my goodness, you have to be kidding me. Thank God. That's our new middle linebacker. Quay Walker, the former Packer. He's got it. All right, now we got to go. Oh, God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating, guys.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Steps away to his left.
Oh my goodness, okay, I'm a little bit worried because, all right, we may just have to let this trickle down to the 2-minute warning. We have all 3 of our timeouts left, but I want to preserve them. All right, let's just go to the 2-minute warning. Oh my goodness, okay, we got to get 7 here. We can't settle.
Final 2 minutes. We got a one-score game.
A field goal does nothing. We have to get a touchdown.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Fields, this is it.
Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to
downfield. He's wide open. Catch it.
And that is
McBride got it. Touchdown by the tight end. Let's go. We didn't need it all there, but I'm kind of glad I scored quickly because that gives us even more of a chance.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, the Bucks,
if they can bounce back from
they
that
could.
last drive in particular, if they can bounce back.
We were lucky to get that kick on the last possession.
First interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys,
get him, get him, sack him. Let's go.
Take control back.
Okay, well that's going to push them way back. So that's big.
But for the defense, that goal's
that's going to be big. That's big. We're going to come up with a big play at the end. I don't know how. I don't know because of that sack if they're going to. After this play, I'll call a timeout if they don't do anything too crazy. Okay, well we don't need to because they threw the ball away. Okay, well that's good because that still leaves us plenty of time on the clock. It's 3rd and 17. They may go conservative here, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They're running.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
Okay, there we go. All right, timeout. Timeout. Call a timeout. We're going to have a chance to go win the game. Wow. All right, we're tied at 31. They're going to punt it. We got a chance to go down the field and win this game. We have 2 of our timeouts left to do it. Justin Fields had 2 clutch drives in a row.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt.
We just need one more, Justin. I just need one more.
It's taken on the 25.
Oh my goodness, you have to be kidding me. A flag. Of course, it's always on the return team. It's always on the return team. Oh, Kirk.
A pretty good return, all things considered,
captain.
Holding.
Well, it gives us first. Well, it makes it still 1st and 10, but it pushes us way, way back.
And bringing it back. Now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And he can't get
that was awful. I should not have tried to step up in the pocket.
The Cardinals going to call another timeout. Their second.
Okay, we don't have a whole lot of timeout. I mean, all we need is a field goal to win.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
But
now Fields. Flush to his right.
Oh my
God. And he can't get a throw
just
off. He's
messed
taken
up
down.
so bad.
What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Fields.
Oh my gosh, another one.
He's taken down.
All right, well, it leaves him with like 15 seconds
now
left.
Back-to-back sacks, and
we're going to have to punt and go to overtime.
Four
They didn't even call a timeout.
For all even and overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Unbelievable. Buccaneers have won the toss. Buccaneers elect to a seed, of course. It doesn't matter what field goal. It doesn't matter what goal we defend. All right. Well.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
Here we are in overtime.
And no return here to begin the overtime session.
Hopefully we just earned a field goal. All right, it's already 3rd down and 10. That's good.
A lot on the
They
line
haven't
in
moved.
this situation. In overtime,
We got to get off the field here.
Can the defense
They had a
get the
long
stop?
completion, I guess.
They'll set up to throw. There's a short
There we go.
throw. It's caught by
Okay.
Komet.
Well,
And he can
that's
only get
still
this to the
pretty
42-yard line.
far back. I don't know what they're gonna do. Okay, well they punted it.
So this offense with a
So,
football in a pressure spot here. Overtime of this
I
contest.
kind of had a brain fart on the new overtime rules, but I think we just need a field goal, maybe.
Dancing to his left.
Just throw it away.
And seeing no
Throw it
options,
away.
he just
Everybody
tosses this one away incomplete.
I was trying to throw it away a couple
Bring up
times on the
second
last
down.
possession, but I just couldn't do it. I guess we don't really need to be throwing a whole bunch here, but
Here's Fields. Forced out to his left.
okay, that was a good
Stopped at the
pickup.
44.
It's 3rd down. We have a whole lot of time left here, so it looks like they're going to give us this whole drive as well in terms of the whole moment simulation. So let's just try to pick up the first. Running the ball may not be the best option, but it was right there. We got the first down with 10.
Pick up a 5 that time and a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll buy some
Throw it away.
time right.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he'll
Well,
toss this
I probably
one
didn't do a good job on that play because I basically rolled out to the right, which therefore had the right tackle. Just have to, couldn't block him. So that sack was kind of on me. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe it.
Buccaneers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. This offense backed way up here in overtime. They'll need a big drive. But now worth remembering as well, from a defensive point of view, a safety would end this game too. Fields, this one into the hands.
Oh my goodness, break that tackle, go!
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Oh, that was a big play.
A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards.
Just
Huge
straight
play there.
money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn
Throw
of
it
events
downfield,
there.
Dustin.
Fields throw taken
Scantling,
by Valdez
another
Scantling.
first down.
And they're able to get
At this
one
point of the
past
game,
30 down to
in
the
overtime,
25.
we may just need a field goal
This
to
now
win.
in field goal range. It's a question of when you want to try it. Here's first down. Inside handoff, Penny.
Go. Oh my
Able
gosh,
to
it's
get
coming
him
back,
down,
isn't
but he
it?
does reach the 5.
We've had a few penalties. We've had penalties.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one
Okay,
is accepted.
well-
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker.
Okay, well, they're going to
Now the
ice
Bucs
us.
deciding to take a timeout
I don't really know what
defensively.
happens when
So
they
we'll take a
ice,
break with
but
them
let's
and
see.
Be right back.
My controller may start shaking. I don't know what'll happen.
So on is their kicker, and
goodness,
it's
okay,
down
well-
to this. This to advance to the divisional round.
All right.
And the kick is good.
He got it!
And it's official.
We just won in overtime. Oh my goodness, that was a knuckleball. But he made it. We win. We beat the Bucs in overtime at home in the wild card round.
Will continue
That's one of the toughest games I've ever had to play in Madden. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is definitely a franchise resume building win for sure.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis.
I don't think the Cardinals have won in the playoffs in
Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the
probably
NFL
since
on
2008 when they had that run to the Super Bowl.
Find us on Twitter
We're advancing to the divisional round. I'll tell you what, that was a lot of energy to spend in that game alone. I just hope that the guys aren't too tired. That was a tough Tampa Bay team. They had a good defense. They had Nick Chubb at 99 overall and everything, but we found a way to beat them. They had a good young quarterback, but golly, we found a way to beat them. We're advancing to the divisional round. Just a fantastic win. And we're playing a team that is a little bit worse than them, actually. Playing the Green Bay Packers. I'm sure Jordan Love is still their starting quarterback. Let's upgrade Frank Gore Jr., Frank Gore's boy. And let's keep playing. I'm going to keep playing this until, it gets to the end, one way or another. So, we're in the divisional round now. Do we still have some Arizona magic to take our show on the road to Green Bay, Wisconsin to win this game? Because it's probably going to be cold up there. It may be snowing. I don't know. And we're a desert team. Can we go on the road and win this game and get to the NFC Championship? It'd be unbelievable if I could get this team all the way, but it's tough. If that game alone was really, really hard. I mean, the Bucs are a great team. We found a way to beat them, but it was a close shave. It was way too close for comfort.
Tonight,
here we are in Green Bay, getting a chance to play against the Packers to go to the NFC title game for the first time for the Cardinals since the 2008 season. It's been a decade plus. We already got them in a 3rd down and 7. I'm going to change it.
On 3rd down, Love.
There you go.
Short one to the
Glad I
tight end,
audibled
Johnson. And he's going to be
So
stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made.
Quay Walker made a great stop right there. He's back playing against his former team. I guess they didn't
Time
get
for
a
this
field goal.
defense to
But
try and
they're back on
stick
offense,
they'll
back
try
in the
to
red
defend a
zone. It's first and 10.
situation at their own 17-yard line. 1st down, Love to pass. He hits Dobbs
Okay,
on the
well,
crosser.
he's a couple yards
And
short.
he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Actually, no. Let's go back to...
Working out of the gun. Love.
He's down to the 1. Okay, so he didn't get in.
1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Goal. I'm out of the end zone. I don't know if we're going to do that. We're just running with Aaron Jones up the middle.
Jones
of course.
is in.
And he falls in for the
Touchdown,
touchdown.
Packers.
All right. Well, they're a good team, too. Not as good on paper as the Bucs, but still pretty good. Okay, well, here we are on offense.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter.
I'm going to pick this up.
Fields now to throw.
Here we go.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
Nice catch there.
And he is going
In
to
the
have the
2nd quarter,
Cardinals.
we'll go down the field and tie this if we can.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Fields.
Here we go. Break away from
left side to Aguilar.
We got it. 1st down. There we go, Nelson.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first.
Aguilar made that big play in overtime to help us out. That was huge. Let's do some more good stuff
This
here.
defense looking to put a stop to the drive. The ball's in the red zone, but it's 3rd and 5.
Stick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Nice job.
Work in the middle
And
of the
Brown
field, and he's got
is
a
down to the
man
1.
complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Let's run it with Penny. We didn't run a whole lot last game, but we were hopelessly behind by 3 scores, so we had to fight our way back.
And he is
So we matched the Packers score with a score of our own. Hopefully that'll help kind of set the tone that we can keep pace with them. But let's see.
This defense
really
really
tough
up
right
against
here.
it after that
We're
last
already at
play
the-
as they're
at the
now
goal
faced
line.
with stopping a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Yeah, he's got it.
He got it, but he wasn't in the end zone. Wow. I'm surprised Watkins wasn't in.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Right. Well,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I don't know if Love will run it himself.
Second down, Love.
Oh man, he dropped it. Wow, I can't believe that.
Tight end is
third and goal
bigger
now.
And bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with it.
Oh my goodness, what a play by Collins. He came in there like a streak of lightning and knocked down Aaron Jones. Well, that's big. I mean, they're going to get some points before the half, sure, but it's just going to be a field goal. So that's big. Small victory in a way, but you know that's still pretty significant. We don't have much time to do anything, so we're just going to take this into the third quarter. All right, well, we got him in another third down and 7.
And it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down?
He dropped. Oh, he knocked it away. Nice job. Nice coverage. Is that Buddha? Yeah, that was Buddha. All right, now it's fourth down again. Well, they kicked a field goal, but we still... Oh, my goodness. Now they're up 12. Okay, good. We're on offense.
A red zone alert. Let's jump
we got to
back
keep
in here.
things up.
First
We
and
got to
10
keep up the
at the
pace.
16. Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure.
Just got to throw it away. There was so much pressure coming right at us.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again, Fields. They set up the screen to Penny. And
He
down
almost got
inside
it.
the 10
Third
here
down and
before
1.
he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again, escaping the pressure right.
At least get the first, or get into the end zone. Walk in the dog. Touchdown. Walk in the dog. I mean, walk the dog. Justin Fields gets in there for a rushing touchdown. So that brings us back to within 5. But yep, they're knocking on the door again.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered.
We're in the fourth quarter, so everything here is
defense
big.
can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half.
Oh, we got there.
The end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You know what? I don't want to go here. I want coverage.
They'll try and run it in with Jones.
No Jones. No Jones.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Love now.
Get him. Sack him. Let's go.
He lost the football.
I said he lost the football. Okay.
Well,
they kick a field goal. That's going to put them
on 8. 2-point conversion up.
That's still going to make things tough.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Yeah, it puts them up.
And time winding down here in this fourth quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. On second down, here's Fields.
Oh my goodness, that was not the best throw I could have made there.
Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, of course I do that.
It's intercepted.
So dumb.
Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take.
First down. I think they're still throwing at least a little bit.
Following the interception, Love.
Oh, get the ball, click it up, please. Oh my gosh, Quay Walker's got it. Oh my goodness, that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened, but it did. Unbelievable. Can't believe Quay Walker got that football. Okay, give us the whole drive, game. All right, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to
Scantling,
throw.
come on!
Complete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up
we don't have,
down.
well, I mean, we have time, but if we don't get the 2-point conversion, we're still down 1.
And he comes back with
All right, I'm going to hurry this up a little bit.
Playoff lives at stake. Well, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Flush to his right.
Oh,
He had it open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
oh gosh.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
Here we go, Fields. Let's go. Get out of bounds.
He bailed out the defense.
Please be on them. Please be on them. Oh, unnecessary roughness. Wow.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing
I
a
feel like I
comeback,
just want
which
to
is
score,
exactly
like,
what that
right
penalty
here.
does.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right.
4th quarter.
That's
down
roughing
to
the
final
passer.
2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, goal to go. Again, Fields.
Scantling, please. Redeem yourself. There we go. Touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, looks like we didn't get the 2-point conversion, so now we got to call our timeouts and stop.
They need a stop. They need a quick stop.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here.
They're running
2nd and 11.
So I'm playing the run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
All right, I think it's
Card's going to call another
3rd down now.
Their 2nd. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cardinals
should be
nickel, an extra defensive back out there now.
We're not going to have a whole lot of time, but
Now Lovell try with his legs.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here.
well, that doesn't leave us any timeouts left. But based on the way that Fields has been able to scramble in these last 2 games, that can help us stop the clock. I know I'm banking on a lot with him being able to run out of bounds or throwing the ball away.
This one into the cold Lambeau night.
All right, well, that was a decent return.
Very nice punt
We don't
that
have
time,
to
but
go
they
very
can
far
let it
just to
back
get a
up.
field goal. But gotta be smart. Gotta be smart.
All eyes on Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
Spike.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Spike.
Plenty of
All right,
time
great.
to work with here, but the
113.
timeouts, they're gone. Here's
We are
1st and
in
10.
field goal range, basically.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Penny up
Set
the
this
middle.
thing up in the middle of the field if we can.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Fields. Just go out of bounds.
Down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, well,
Nowhere to go
we
downfield, but he's able to
can-
get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
They may let us
One last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Penny.
And Penny gets the touchdown. Wow, I did not think we could do that. But we just scored a touchdown. Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow.
What a game.
Wow. So, But they need a touchdown.
Situation here. This defense powerless to stop.
We got a shot here.
This
Unbelievable.
just about over.
I can't believe Fields was able to scramble that much on that one play to get us into, you know, not just ideal field goal range, but actually give us a legitimate shot to get a touchdown. That was unbelievable. Justin Fields has been great during these playoffs. It's been huge
size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, this one is 36 would have gotten over there. We could have iced it. It's okay, though. We'll stay on this field and end it.
But a critical third down here. Love looking to throw it.
Dropped it. Oh, my goodness. Buddha had a shot at it, but thank God he dropped it. Johnson had good coverage there. Well, this is it for them. And they're trying to go quickly, too, because they don't just need a first down. They need a touchdown pretty quickly with 21 seconds. And we iced it with a pick. And let's just take it in to leave no doubt. This game is over. This game is over. Collins ices it, and we are going to the NFC Championship game.
No hesitation in this situation.
Wow.
Down a couple scores late.
Down by 5, we end up winning by 12. One of the greatest victories in the history of the Arizona Cardinals. And we get another pick off the tip to ice it with Thompson. That's too perfect. The defense came up when we needed it. It was cold. We're a desert team. They say we can't win in the cold, but we just proved them wrong. That was just unbelievable. We're going to the NFC Championship game. We're one game away from going to the Super Bowl.
And so long.
Wow. Third year of the rebuild, I did not think that we would get this far. We have exceeded every bit of expectations that I even had for us this season. You know, a lot of young players, a lot of guys with question marks, a new quarterback, but we got a shot to go to the big game. But before that, we got to play a game that is just as big. And we got to play the team that we managed to beat out for the division title in the 49ers, which means we actually get to play the NFC Championship at home. Before we do that, let me just go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture and just see what's kind of happened, and also overall. So how the Niners got here. They beat the Panthers by 8. The Packers beat the Vikings. That's not surprising. Of course, we beat the Bucks in overtime. We beat the Packers. The 49ers killed the Cardinals. So 49ers had a tough wild card round, and they've had to play on the road throughout the entire playoffs. They've been road warriors. They may have the same record as us. We may have been able to beat them out for the division, but they still have Christian McCaffrey, and Brock Purdy, I assume, is still their starting quarterback, so they're a good team. The Bengals, they lost to the Chargers. The Ravens beat the Titans. The Dolphins beat the Chiefs. That's an upset win. Dolphins beat the Ravens. The Chargers beat the Raiders. So it's Dolphins, Chargers in the AFC Championship, and us and the Niners in the NFC Championship. So this is it. We got a shot to go to the Super Bowl and make, you know, I mean, the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl in 2008. This could be their first trip there since that season. But can we beat our division rivals one more time and get to the Super Bowl? It will not be easy. Wow. Guys, this has been great. I've had great games in both of them. It's been a pretty crazy live stream. Those are two of the hardest games that I've played during these rebuilds, because I know I have a team that is rated lower than pretty much all the teams that are in the playoffs. So we're defining the odds every single week, which is huge. Huge.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in
Here we go,
Glendale,
NFC
Arizona.
Championship. All right, it's 4th and inches.
So now on
They're
comes
kicking
the
a field goal.
unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
It's a
This
long
will be spotted
attempt.
just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Well, 59
and this
yards
kick
most
is
people
good.
make.
And
So
the
that's
49ers take a 3-0 lead.
They take a 3-0 lead on their first drive. Here we go on offense. We got a second down and 3.
Second down and 3, and the ball in the red zone. Here's Fields now on second down.
Here we go. There's Brown, touchdown. We got the lead.
Touchdown.
Got to get on top of them early.
Marquise Brown.
Got to play our best football. Kicking another
this defense is going to have to be stout here. 4th down, but the offense only needs 1 yard to pick up the first. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19.
Oh, tipped it. Nice job.
Nice
well, that was first down.
First down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Oh, he forced that
incompletion. Too far in front.
He get it to IU.
It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh my goodness.
Touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away.
Did not want that to happen.
And the Niners.
We got to match
Just above 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. This offense looking to get down at least into field goal range, but they're starting on their own side of the field. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Fields. They'll roll him out right.
There we go.
Man open,
Scantling. Oh, I should have cut up the field, but he went out of bounds. That's okay.
But not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Fields. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
Timeout. 31 seconds.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and a little more than a yard here. To the air again, Fields. Over the middle here to Brown.
Timeout.
Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
We got
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Fields.
Oh, I thought that was going to be intercepted because it got tipped away. You never know what those balls can turn into.
Impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Being chased.
Oh, just run it, Fields.
And he'll take
touchdown, Justin.
Touchdown.
Nice call. Nice job right there.
Justin,
take it yourself. Get in. We got the lead back before the end of the half. That's big. We're back on offense.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Penny got that first. Easy.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We haven't relied much on the running game during the playoffs, but when you got to get plays, you got to throw.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth.
Slant.
Here's Fields.
Oh my goodness.
Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That was my own fault. Well, let's see if we can kick a 53-yard field goal.
Now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 53.
Oh, no.
And
okay, he got
right
it.
Down the middle as he puts
I wanted 7 there, but it still gives us a little bit of a cushion. Not much, but it forces them to have to go get 7. course, they get it. Well, we got a third down and 3.
Coming up here,
down by
the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. They'll try and run for it with Penny.
All right.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 20.
Still got a lot of time left here, so I don't feel like I need to score too quick, but I'd like to take a decent chunk off the clock if we do score.
Inside the red zone, second down and 6. On second down, here's Penny.
Oh my goodness, he couldn't shake off that.
3 down to the 16-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Bang my head against the
he
wall.
Won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
You know what?
This team
got to have big stones.
And I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run with Penny.
First down, Penny. There we go.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Oh my goodness! Why was he messing around right there? I don't get that.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up.
No, I'm running a lot here, but
that's a good job defensively.
I'm also trying to take a little bit of time off the clock.
For a very short pickup.
Penny will try to punch it in.
And he does. Somehow, finally, he shook off the defender and got in for 6. This is the second touchdown.
Rashad Penny.
Well, that gives us the lead back. We got the ball with 2 minutes and change left.
It's a tight game late. And the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts.
The clock's not running, so...
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4.
We still got the 2-minute warning coming up and everything like that, too. So we can afford to run the ball. Or they can afford to not waste their timeouts.
Second down and 6 now. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Right,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun.
Go Penny. Oh, and he bulldozed forward for the first. Nice. Okay. We're in field goal range too, so kick it to give us
remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
More distance.
Here's a give to Penny, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, a give to Penny.
You get it?
Taken down just shy
no, not quite. He's inches short. Still, that was only 2nd down.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and a few inches. A handoff to Penny. And the Cardinals are going to
first down. They got no timeouts left. We could just kneel it.
They should be able to run it out from here.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Unbelievable. This team is not overly talented that I put together.
Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Second and 11. Just going to take some kneel downs here. And it looks like the Chargers beat the Dolphins, so they're going to be in the Super Bowl. So it'll be Justin Herbert against Justin Fields. That's a pretty interesting matchup for a Super Bowl. I can just not do anything here. Year 3, I've got this team in the Super Bowl.
And you feel like family.
Oh,
Never
man.
at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC.
Outside of the Browns in the first year with a roster that was pretty talented, that I managed to get to the Super Bowl, like an actually rebuilt team.
We'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is
I
the
managed to
NFL
get them
on EA
to the Super
Sports.
Bowl. It's unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Just an unbelievable thing. Now, we can't come all this way just to lose. We got to get that win. Got to get that championship. Oh my. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient. It's not freezing yet. Okay, it's still up. Looks like nothing's been impacted, so I think we're good for now. Hopefully, internet doesn't cut out. It's arguably the most important part of this rebuild. Well, I'm not really going to take a look at the Pro Bowl stuff because we can't, have guys in the Pro Bowl because we're in the Super Bowl. So we're basically on a bye this week. Let's give our main guy Gannon some upgrades. We got 16 skill points to spend, so let's give him some upgrades before the championship. It's 20. I don't think I have enough for a good chunk of these. Let's go to our offensive coordinator then. 2 out of 2, 1 out of 1. 0 to 1. Okay. 6. Let's go to defensive coordinator then. Alright, let me do upgrades here. No, it looks like we still can't. Oh, 16 we can spin there. Let's go that for roadblock. Okay. So our defensive coordinator's got some upgrades now. John Grant. Jonathan Gannon. He was there when the Eagles won. He was a part of the Eagles team staff that got them to a Super Bowl in 2022. Weekly awards. I'm sure we've got some guys with awards. Rashad Penny. He won an NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Nice job. Anything else I want to take a look at? Weekly awards. We could probably view yearly awards next week before the Super Bowl. Super Sunday. We are playing in Atlanta for this year's Super Bowl against the Chargers, who have the same record as us. And I think they were a wild card team too. Let me take a look. Can't remember. So yes, they were, based on the fact that they had to go to Cincinnati. The team that won the AFC West, actually it looks like, actually they probably did win the AFC West, but the Chiefs were the lower seed because they're fifth. Okay, so actually, I stand correct. The Chiefs won the AFC West. They just had the higher seed in the wild card round. So the Chargers, a team that made the wild card round, is going to the Super Bowl. So 2 wild card teams are in the Super Bowl, the 4th seed and the 7th seed. Very interesting. So the Chargers had an upset win over Miami, which to me would have been probably a tougher matchup because I think Tyreek Hill is still on that team. So Miami and Tua is still their quarterback, so that would have been a pretty tough matchup. But then again, I'm not saying Herbert is a slouch either. Their best guy is Derwin James, 95 overall, strong safety. We know he's good, but yeah. So here we go. Can we go from the basement of the NFC West, which we were 2 years ago, to Super Bowl champions in Atlanta against the LA Chargers? This is a very weird Super Bowl, but I'm all for it. They got Joey Bosa. I assume they still have Justin Herbert as their quarterback. Derwin James is still there. This is a very tough team for us to play against. But we got a lot of young guys, too, that are hungry and, are excited about the opportunity to play in this game. So we're going to come in there with some juice. And we're going to go out and try to win the whole thing. This is what we play for. This is why you take over a losing team. We're playing in the Super Bowl.
On EA Sports.
Here we go. Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60. The big 6-0, and we're in it. 1st and 10 here. It looks like they're going to give us this drive to...
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think?
Oh, my God.
The Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Joey Bosa came right in there.
Joey Bosa from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And this effort won't.
That guy wasn't there.
They rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
We're here to win this game.
They'll run for it with Penny.
Got it. 1st down.
And he gets it
to
the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, my goodness. Really, Chuma?
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to
go for it, we pick it up, and it's called back because of a freaking hold. God, that is so upsetting.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
Here comes Mr. Herbert. They didn't do anything with their first drive either, and we've got the ball inside the 20.
Zone alert as well as this offense looks to punch it in. Get a scoreless first quarter. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Kind of leaned a little bit more on Penny the last couple of games, but
that run right there was an
he's running the ball pretty well
right now. Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards.
Touchdown, Rashad Penny. We strike first.
Arizona. Rashad Penny.
Here we are on defense.
Big early 3rd down here for
3rd down and 9.
As they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Get him! Sack him! Let's go. Nice job, Dean. Way to go.
They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this.
That's good. Let him set up for a field goal. Got a decent
2nd quarter. This defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got the 1st down with Scantling.
That's complete.
Nice
and
job.
He's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the...
Nice job, Fields. Another 3rd down here.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
Come on, McBride. Nice. Break that tackle. Let's go. Woo! Carry a man inside the 5. Let's go. Nice job by the tight end. First and goal.
Now Rashad Penny.
And And he almost got it. Down to the 1.
Second and goal. Once more, Penny.
And Penny got his 2 touchdowns for the day.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Penny.
Big 13-3 lead.
Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory.
Even if we get a field goal, I'd be okay.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Inside handoff, Penny. And it's brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's intercepted. It's intercepted.
I've still made bad decisions with Fields in these playoffs. Don't get me wrong.
Possession here.
In the Super Bowl, I don't want to be doing that, but we just did. The Chargers did get a field goal to end, I guess, the second quarter.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Back to throw, Fields.
And Scantling held on to that one.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Escaping the pressure right.
Block that. There we go.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the run, it's Penny.
And Penny gets 3 touchdowns in this game. He's probably going to be MVP. Been able to run the ball very effectively in this game. And now we're back inside the goal line, got a chance to get the lead, and we're in the 4th quarter. We score here, it may be over. Number 4 for Penny. Let's go. Beautiful.
Rashad Penny with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
He's got the record. Kind of fortunate to be here, let alone a guy coming here to break a record. Chargers are really struggling. They're down by 22. There's not a lot of time left.
4th down for Herbert.
And we get a pick. Herbert's just forcing stuff at this point. I could have kept going this way, but it's like, let's kind of start to wind down this game and walk away. Start getting the champagne ready. This is definitely a blowout that I didn't expect for us to have in the Super Bowl, but here we are.
Defensive side, they need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down.
All right, well, the Chargers made a stop
there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a
you know what? Let's. All right. We get this, it's completely over. They have no chance.
They'll try and run for it.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
This is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get.
Well, the Chargers took advantage of the opportunity.
It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs the football.
Give us the onside kick coverage, but we still recovered. There's still 3.5 minutes left, so there's still some time, but the Chargers need scores quickly.
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Fields. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
We're in field goal range, so that's
short completion.
Coach wants to go
2
for it
minutes
again,
left to
but
play
I
in
think
this
at this
football
point
game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we
Coach
get you
wants
reset.
to double down and
they've got a 4th down
game.
here in a game that looks to have been decided already. try and run for it.
And Penny gets
and
the
he will
first,
have
so now they
a
have
first
no
down
shot.
at about the 21-yard line. And now right out of the
We're on the
two-minute
verge
break.
of finally completing a rebuild. If you rebuild a bad team into a Super Bowl champion in these games, then I think that constitutes, and I think that qualifies for a completed rebuild. You ask me.
Flush to his right. And
Except
the Cardinals are going to have a
I just
first
want to try to
down.
run again.
And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Take a few knees.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
All right. Wow.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
It only took me 3 years to rebuild the Cardinals into a Super Bowl champion. With a roster that is pretty inferior to a lot of teams that are in this game right now. Let's help them.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their
Hate the fact that I had to do that. I didn't realize it was a
with 2
motion
remaining.
play.
We'll be back after this.
Just take a knee. 2nd and goal.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, no timeouts. This game is over. We're Super Bowl champions. I rebuilt the Cardinals into a Super Bowl championship team. How about that? They lost the Super Bowl they went to in 2008 with Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner came back to take over the Arizona Cardinals and in 3 years turned them into a championship team. We had to get rid of our franchise quarterback and bring in a new one with Justin Fields. But it was absolutely worth it. That probably was a major difference for this team this season with bringing in Fields to replace Kyler Murray. And honestly, I don't think the Bears really had that great of a season with Murray as their quarterback. That's who we traded him to. So this trade definitely paid off. We got a Super Bowl championship out of it because of the trade. And we got a good linebacker, Quay Walker, who made 2 clutch interceptions in the wild card round and the divisional round. The rebuild of the Arizona Cardinals is complete. So I finally am able to fully complete a rebuild of a franchise that was at the bottom, in the basement. We've gone from the outhouse to the penthouse in Arizona.
It certainly is. And
Jonathan Gannon
do we have a team that
was a part of that Eagles staff. He gets back to the Super Bowl as head coach, and he gets redemption. Justin Fields, his first championship. Most of the guys on this team is their first time winning a Super Bowl.
They'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
First championship for the Arizona Cardinals. They've never won a Super Bowl. They had all of those years when they were in St. Louis of just pure misery. They had all the misery in Phoenix during the Buddy Ryan years and all of that. They built the new stadium. They think that helps them out. Got them to a championship in 2008 on an incredible ride where they had a shot to win it if Santonio Holmes doesn't tippy-toe in the end zone. Redemption complete. Rebuild is complete. Doing it with guys that aren't really household names. I mean, Quay Walker, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Rashad Penny, Justin Fields. Those guys are good, but they're not superstars. And they should hold their heads up high. Everybody on that stage really made a difference in this game. It was just huge for us. It was major. And I'm pretty sure Penny got the MVP. We'll take a look at the final menu. We'll wrap up this live stream and wrap up the Arizona Cardinals rebuild. Because finally completing a rebuild means you win a championship with the team that you start with. So I feel extremely accomplished in this rebuild because this was the lowest rated team of all of the teams to start out the main roster for the 2023 season in Madden 24. Wow. World champions. Arizona Cardinals. Rashad Penny did win the MVP. He had a Super Bowl record, 4 touchdowns. The MVP of the whole league went to Joe Burrow. Coach of the Year, Zach Taylor from the Bengals. Offensive Player of the Year, Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby from the Raiders. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Evan Stewart, a wide receiver for the Buccaneers. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jeremiah Alexander from the Chargers. But the Cardinals win the Super Bowl. We're the champions. We're world champions. And look at this. We have an 80 overall team with a 77 overall offense. And I was able to win a championship with this team. Now, granted, if I simulated through the playoffs, we would have lost that first game against Tampa Bay by probably 3 touchdowns. And we were down by 3 touchdowns in that game. I thought that we were going to lose our first playoff game. I thought there's no way that I can come back in this one. But thanks to divine intervention from the simulation Madden gods, if you want to call it that, we were able to get the victory. So before we kind of ride off into the sunset, let's take a final look at our roster to recap who brought us the championship in this rebuild. I really didn't think I was going to be able to really complete this rebuild with a Super Bowl champ by building the team into a champion in just the 3rd year, but I did. 82 overall, Justin Fields, 27 years old. We had Jacoby Brissett as our backup, and Clayton Tune has been here since the beginning as the backup. Some guys on the roster are still carryovers from the first incarnation of the roster, but we signed Rashad Penny the first offseason that we had to give us an upgrade in the running game because James Conner wasn't cutting it. He really couldn't get up to anything more than a 77 overall, if I recall. We had Rashad Penny. We drafted Frank Gore Jr. He didn't contribute a whole lot. It was really a one-back offensive show with Penny, but Gore, good young player at times. We still had Ingram, Julius Chestnut, and DeMarcado, our 2 running backs who we've kept. They've mostly been reserve practice squad guys. They've developed okay. And Daniel Carter is a kid that we drafted a few years ago out of Pittsburgh, and I'm glad that we spent our final 7th-round pick of that first draft on a fullback. He made the Pro Bowl in his first year, and he's up to a 73 overall. So having a good blocking back, a blocking fullback for Penny and getting more protection in there really helped out. Marquise Brown, he's been our number 1 receiver throughout this entire rebuild from the get-go. 7 years, he's up to an 89 overall. Troy Franklin has developed really nicely in 2 years out of Oregon, boosted up all the way to 81, and he was only a 3rd-round pick, so good value for that. We did sign Odell. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play in the playoffs because I put him on IR, and unfortunately in Madden you can't take a player off IR like you can in real life. Now, of course, the injury bumped him down, but still, Odell was able to contribute during the first 2 seasons. Murray just wasn't cutting it as our starter, but getting Odell in here really was a boost to the receiving core. We, of course, brought in Nelson Aguilar to help out with that vacancy when Beckham was out for the year, and he actually made some big plays, including the big catch in the NFC Championship game, if I recall, to get us in position to ice that one. Marquez Stevenson, he's been with us from the beginning. He hasn't developed a whole lot, but he's been a good young receiver. Scantling is a guy that I didn't think we were going to keep after we signed him towards the end of the 2nd season that we had, but he led us in every category the first year of receiving. He slipped up a little bit, but he was still a good weapon. Giving Field, when we traded for Fields, fortunately we had enough weapons on the offense that he could, actually do something this year. Morgan and Enrique, not too familiar with these guys, but they've been with us from the very beginning. Trey McBride has been here since the beginning too. I was kind of rolling the dice with going him as our starting tight end, but Zach Ertz retired, and I couldn't really find a better tight end in the first 2 off seasons we had, so we went with him, and he made some plays when he needed to. 79 overall, but still got it done. And Kuntz and Austin, they've been here for a little bit. DJ Humphries is getting up there in age, so he walks off. He may retire at the end of this season, but he's one of the original guys. So's, not Levenstein. We drafted him a few years ago out of Kansas State. Edoga, the former Cowboy, for this year, at least in real life, we signed him. Our offensive line wasn't anything to really write home about. John Gaines has been with us since the start as well. McGovern, I'm glad we kept him for 1 more year. Romero and Daly, Daly's been with us from the beginning. Romero's a kid we drafted last year out of Rutgers. I'm glad we went with him. And Paris Johnson has been with us since the beginning. He's developed into an 85 overall right tackle, so that's been good for the right side. He's been a major boost there. And Okafor is a guy we signed during the offseason. Chop Robinson is our first round our first round pick, and he was the first overall draft pick in the 2024 draft, the first full offseason we had. And Robinson has developed up into an 83 overall already. He's become a major contributor on our defense. He's probably our third best player on defense because Buda's still the top. Dante Stills has been with us since the beginning as well. Rob Russell we drafted last year. McCullough, he's developed at least a little bit, but our right end position a lot to be desired. Ngakoue was a bridge player, as it indicates, but we signed him the first off season. Getting some veteran leadership there was big. Kinnico, he's been with us since the beginning. Nelson Cesar, he's out of Houston. He's been with us for a few years. Jackson, some of those guys are unknowns. Jerswan Newton's a kid we drafted 4th overall. So we went defensive heavy on the defensive line, and at first I thought maybe I made an error with not drafting Caleb Williams because we did ultimately move on from Kyler. But getting Newton in here I think really helped with the defensive tackle, get a solidified defensive tackle position. And he's developed to an 82. So his first real season as a starter, because we had another guy in there, I think really just helped his development. Let him get in there and let him go to work out of Illinois. So he played great. And Leaky Fotu, he's been with us since the beginning as well. Backup player that we need. David Onamata, he's a guy that we signed this offseason. Another Enrique, he's been with us for a year. Now, Xavier Collins has developed it up to an 84 by this point of the season. So he's developed well. He's only 27 years old, and he fits our scheme perfectly. Definitely a good player. Cameron Thomas, Karen Reed. Some of these guys haven't been here for too long. Quay Walker's the guy that we got as the result of the trade with dealing Murray away to the Bears. So that was a big pickup for us. I really wanted to get the middle linebacker spot solidified because I didn't want to have Tommy Eckenberg starting. I mean, he's a decent. He hasn't really developed very much, but then again, he hasn't played much, so that's really why. But still, BJ. He was with us from the beginning. I was never really high on him, but he held his own out there at the right outside linebacker position. And our corners finally got better this year. Taron Johnson, we signed this offseason. Travis Hunter, who we drafted, in the second round, that was a big boost for us. We've had Marco Wilson since the beginning. Garrett Williams also. Emmanuel Mosley, we signed last year. He slipped down, but still, he was a decent pickup for us, I feel. Newton's a guy we drafted a few years ago from TCU. So our corners have gotten better. But other than Wilson, everybody else is new here. And Jalen Thompson actually developed to a decent overall. So he's been our starting free safety since the beginning. Bynum's been here for the whole rebuild as well. Melton, Buda, we were able to keep Buda. I was going to do whatever I could to at least keep Buda Baker, a 93 overall strong safety. He's the captain. I didn't want to let him go. That's why we gave him a big contract that was maybe a little bit too big for a guy who's been in the league for 9 years to get at that point. But I said I got to do what I can to keep him. So Buda was big. And, our kicker and punter are our kicker and punter. They're not household guys. We won this championship with a lot of guys who were just guys, no real big guys that will go down in history as, memorable guys, much less maybe go to the Hall of Fame. But I built a team, and I built a 5-12 team. We had the first year into a Super Bowl championship team. The first year was tough because we had a lot of guys that were injured for the whole season. So we had guys like Carson Wentz in there as like 1-year rentals. Just didn't do well. And last year we were better at 7-10, but we were still one of the bottom feeders of the division. And this year, everything changed. We barely won the division. We barely snuck into the playoffs. But we managed to get it done. Fortunately, the NFC had a little bit of a down year this year because a lot of the teams that we faced had games where they only won game above 500. The toughest matchup we had in the playoffs, without a doubt, was the Buccaneers in the wild card round because they took us to nearly the final few minutes of overtime. for us to get that win. That was huge. Well, guys, that's going to do it for the Arizona Cardinals rebuild, but this is not the end of me doing rebuilds in Madden 24. As far as the next team that I'm going to rebuild, I may wait to do something. I may wait to do another rebuild, maybe towards the end of the actual NFL season, because that'll give me a gauge of who is the worst team. Like, I know in real life, the Panthers are still winless, if I recall. And the Patriots are pretty bad right now, too. You know, that's a team that this year in real life, everybody had high expectations for. They got Gesicki and they got Zeke in the offseason, but that has yielded, like, not very good results. So maybe in Bill Belichick's – so maybe that could be another rebuild I do in the twilight of Bill Belichick's coaching career. I don't think he's even in this game, but I'll treat it like that. Take over and maybe try to rebuild the Patriots into a winning team again, because they won the most championships, and maybe I can recapture that championship form, because they've been bad this year. And I think they're a team that would be a good rebuild because they got a lot of young guys too, and maybe Mac Jones is the answer, maybe he's not. So that could be the next team that I rebuild, but I'll make that decision a little bit later. As far as things in the immediate future that are going to come on this channel, I do still need to finish Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I may go ahead and finish that tomorrow, so you may not get another Madden gameplay for my weekend, quote-unquote, just because I want to make sure I finish that. I'm in the final level, too, so I just got to get through the factory and beat the game, and then it's over. As far as Madden, I've basically completed, in my opinion, what I want to do with that Cowboys franchise, because I won a Super Bowl in my first year, rebuilt the team after they missed the playoffs, won another championship. I do have that other Cowboys franchise going where I don't have Dak. I have Drake May instead as my quarterback, and Trey Lance is still maybe a possibility. But that I made in the wake of just the 49ers blowout, so I was kind of in a mood, if you will. But in real life, I don't know if Dak's the answer. So I don't know if I'm going to continue that. I probably will for maybe one more year and just see what I do with it. As that one being an actual new rebuild with a new quarterback for the Cowboys, but the rest of the roster being the same. Like, can this team win a championship without Dak? You know, that's kind of what I want to answer, if you will. So thank you all very much for tuning in, to everybody who has tuned in for these Arizona Cardinal rebuild live streams. Worst team rated in the game, and I made them a Super Bowl champion. So this rebuild is officially complete. First time I've been able to officially complete a rebuild. I got close with the Houston Texans one last year, but we got to the AFC Championship game. Nico Collins fumbled the football, if you guys remember that video. And I was devastated because we make the catch, we score, we win that game, we go to the Super Bowl, we lost in the AFC Championship, and I ended it after that because I felt that that may be the pinnacle of what I could do. But I wanted to get over the hump, and I was able to do it with the Cardinals this year, with this rebuild. So I'm glad I was able to finish it. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been your boy Maitland, and I'm out. Y'all have a good night.